Hello again, zombie preppers. We're back today, as promised, to finish shooting our PVC bows to see how well they compare against one another and how they compare against a real bow. So today, finally, as promised, as I said, we'll get a chance to do that, as well as test out one of my new bows that I made. This is a heat curved recurve bow out of PVC 3/4 inch. So today we're going to be testing those out. As usual, have a little rum and coke, a little beverage for today. Now what we're going to do here is I have a target set up because I don't have a way to measure this other than just looking at penetration depth. So what we're going to do is I've got a fresh target that we're going to shoot in order our half-inch reinforced PVC longbow. We're going to then shoot our 3/4 inch PVC longbow, followed by our new, that I'm making for somebody else, a recurve PVC bow, 3/4 inch, and then my personal bow, my recurve 45-pound, to kind of take a look at how they each shoot. And of course, the 45-pound is simply going to be kind of our control group, something to compare it against. Now, as we said before, the reason we're kind of looking at just a piece of pipe, now again, remember on the last video, this is a reinforced center half-inch, but the reason that we're looking at this bow and of course this bow is if you had to make a bow on the fly, just really fast, really quick, there's no heat involved. All you need to do is cut a piece of pipe, cut the length of string that you need for your bow, and as long as you've got arrows, you're kind of off to the races. You know, making arrows is kind of a different topic. My plan is at some point discuss looking at making arrows or making other weapons. So we'll talk about that maybe at a later date. Now this one, like I said, I'm building this for somebody else. Today I just wanted to test shoot it just to show you how well that these recurves actually work. If you had time to do this, you could even do this over an open fire. You just got to learn about your heat. You don't want to burn this or get it to melt because then you lose the integrity of the PVC. Getting it too hot is bad news, okay? But I'm making this for somebody else, so I've been test shooting it to break it in. So I figured why not use it today to do a comparison to see how well it shoots against everything else. We will be using the same arrow for the PVC bows. However, for the recurve, I'll be using my feather fletched. For those, all have little practice tips on there, so it kind of evens out. So let's shoot these. Look at the penetration depths of each of these, and we'll go from there. Okay, so what we can see here, of course, we've got the 45, very, very deep in terms of penetration. And then we do have our half-inch, not very deep. And then from this angle, if we kind of line it up, we actually see that the half-inch, the 3/4 inch, and both 3/4 inches recurve and longbow both did exceedingly well in comparison to our half-inch reinforced. These two gave us the most force. Of course, 45 pounds is going to get pretty far in there. Now, what I did notice, though, in this shooting is what I have behind my target, my stop, is some carpet that I believe it might have actually caused the recurve not to go in nearly as deep from where I hit it. So, actually, I want to try this one again to see if I get any different results, because I really feel like when I pull the 3/4 inch recurve that I'm getting a lot more of my force on there. It really feels really close to maybe 45 pounds. So I'm going to check that out just 1 second and report the results to you guys. All right, here we go. This is actually a reshoot of just the 3/4 inch bows that are PVC. Both the recurve and the longbow are about exactly the same. it just feels like the recurve pulls more. I haven't shot a lot of longbows, but I've been told that they pull much easier, but you get the same amount of force out. So in terms of penetration, we're still talking fairly good in terms of the amount that we're going in. And let me just kind of show you that. To give you a reference of where I'm at, I'm about 7 yards away. So let me pull out. So we're talking about this this deep here. This is through cardboard with a carpet backer. Both of them. Oh man, that was really in there. We're both talking about this. So that's a pretty good deal in terms of the amount of force that the PVC is actually generating. So whether you make these for practice, whether you make them for actually hunting, or again for shooting zombies or whatnot, not a bad little bow to build, whether it's a recurve or if it's a longbow. What I would suspect is the better design that you get on your recurves, you change your limbs a little bit, you're going to get a lot more force. And I say that simply because I've seen a lot of videos out there building 60-pound recurves out of PVC. I just haven't attempted those yet. One step at a time. Well, there you have it, zombie preppers. We've got a little bit of test on a PVC longbow and a PVC recurve. But again, building just a quick longbow seems to be just as good as a quick build on a PVC recurve, unless you up the ante and do some changes to the design other than what I had. In the future, I'll do a little quick video on how I did that build, maybe with some photos attached. So stay tuned, zombie preppers. We'll catch you next time.